Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Global Pulse. So take a look at this image. You're seeing some of the biggest names in tech: Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk. Right now they are worth over $700 billion combined. Even after recent stock dips, they're still incredibly wealthy. Some are even centibillionaires. 8 years ago, people this rich didn't exist. But according to Forbes' 2025 billionaire list, there are now 15 centibillionaires. Just 2 years ago, there were only 6. Back in 1987, Forbes struggled to find even a few billionaires. Adjusted for inflation, $28 billion was a huge deal. Now it doesn't even get you into the top 50. Billionaire wealth isn't just growing, it's exploding. In 2024 alone, their fortunes rose by $2 trillion. That's like 3 times faster than the global economy itself. And for the first time in United States history, the wealthiest Americans are paying less in taxes than the average working person. The top 1% of billionaires pay less than 3.4% tax, 6 times less than the average American. This raises a huge question. It's not just why wealth inequality exists, but how it keeps growing. Why are everyday people struggling to afford groceries, while billionaires seem to gain more wealth without lifting a finger? What happens if this trend continues? Will the middle class disappear entirely? Let's find out. According to Oxfam, 5 people are on track to become trillionaires in the next decade. That includes Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Larry Ellison, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bernard Arnault. To understand just how big these numbers are, let's break it down. If you made $1 every second, you'd become a millionaire in 12 days. To reach $1 billion, it would take you 31 years, without stopping. And, many billionaires have dozens of billions, with their net worth growing every single day. In 2024, the billionaire class gained $2 trillion in wealth. The top 10 richest men made an average of $100 million per day. The top 1% have taken nearly 40% of all new wealth created since 1995. Meanwhile, the poorest 50% of people, 3.8 billion individuals, own just 2% of global wealth. This kind of wealth gap isn't just unfair, it's dangerous. It gives a few people the power to shape economies, influence elections, and control industries. And here's something you won't hear much on the news. Just 3 people, Musk, Bezos, and Zuckerberg, own more wealth than the bottom half of all Americans. History shows us that massive inequality often leads to unrest. Billionaire investor Ray Dalio has studied this for centuries, and he says large wealth gaps, combined with social tension and economic decline, often end in conflict. If you look back at old TV shows from the 80s and 90s, you'll notice something pretty wild. One job could support an entire family. That was reality then. Now it's basically a fantasy. After the 2008 crash, followed by the pandemic, the middle class has been under pressure. Wages are stuck, prices are up, and people are struggling to stay afloat. Meanwhile, the richest got richer, thanks in part to stock market gains and government bailouts. The result? A world where money makes more money, but only if you already have it. So, how do people become billionaires? Some have inspiring stories, but many benefit from a very different system. The top 3 ways to billionaire status today: inheritance, monopolies, and corruption. Forbes data shows most billionaires earn their wealth through finance, tech, or manufacturing. But that's only part of the story. The truth is, many play by different rules. Tax loopholes, lobbying, and influence give them an edge most of us can't access. In our next episode, we'll explore how these systems work, how wealth is protected, grown, and kept out of reach for most of us. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. This is the Global Pulse, bringing you the stories that matter. Thanks for watching.